Your souls could carry in the boom or train. Then we'll be breaking down all the place.
Hello and welcome everyone to week 6 of the APL Insider. I am your host Gadarian, and in the usual spot sitting to my left, the Gumo Train.
What's up, everybody?
Goom. What quite an interesting day.
I know, right?
It's been a fun day, but Hell Let Loose has finally got some decent information or updates. We've had an update 15.3 recently come out with the remake of an old legacy map, Purple Heart Lane.
Which I'm excited about that because I love that map.
Yeah. There's a new kit. It has like swimmies on it, so you can swim across. Right? Is that how they're doing it? So that you don't drown. But yeah, I mean they've made some improvements to an old map, and I haven't played it. I'm not sure if the community's done. Have you tested it?
I haven't. I meant to earlier today, honestly, while I was messing around earlier this afternoon, and I completely forgot, and I went and did other things, and I totally missed out playing on the reworked map.
Yeah, same. You know, I mean, look, it's not. It wasn't like it was a fan favorite. I mean, I think Team 17 put out like, you know, some sort of I don't know, request, like what map would you like to see updated, and obviously it's going to be the one that's least popular, and it was, and you know, maybe it's improved. I think they've added some new features like lightning, because we all needed lightning in the map. Because what is a map without lightning if there's rain, right? I mean, everything is exciting with rain and lightning.
Who needs mortars or a rework of the recon artillery cycle? You know, who needs those things when you can have lightning?
Yeah, I want new rain effects. I want a new skybox and some lightning. That's what I was hoping for. That's right. You know, 3 months of production will get you. So anyway, but there are some good things, and I know I give Team 17 and Expression Studios a hard time, but what they recently did come out with, which I loved, they did a really nice job of creating a trailer for the new map that they're going to showcase in Update 16, which is Elsenborn Ridge. Have you seen?
I did catch a few pieces of the trailer. I started watching a few breakdown videos of it as well, so I know a little bit about it, not a ton, but yeah, I'm still excited about it.
I caught a couple of the content creators like Soul Sniper put out something. Our guy Das Altberg put something out. It looks really good.
Fresh Baked Goods. Yeah.
Fresh Baked Goods. Also, Rasbora has put out some content on the map as well. The other cool feature, which was kind of like unexpected, I think maybe comp players might have asked for it years ago, but free look is now a thing. Like, I'm excited to see how that works. You know, free look is like, yeah, it's helpful if you're like an MG player, or you're somebody on a tank repairing. You can just kind of, as you're repairing, you can kind of look and swivel around and see who's, you know, looking to kill you and whatnot. But you know, there it is, Elsenborn Ridge, and we're just basically going to react to, you know, the official trailer. So our guy in the background, Hawk, is going to play this bad boy. So the snow effect, I've actually seen it, and I was worried because I saw it the first time being war correspondent, and I wasn't impressed. But I tell you, this latest version of it, it looks really good. They fixed and tweaked that.
I didn't see the first version, but I think it looks really good. I mean, it's gonna people are gonna bitch and complain because it limits my vision and I can't see more than 20 feet. But yeah, everybody has the same handicaps. So.
If Hawk will hit pause, look at that. First of all, could we just hit pause on that for a moment? First, there's I'm gonna talk about there's 3 ways it's dynamic. You've got light, heavy, and like blizzard conditions. So that's cool. I got on the map and I ran around a little bit. There were some hiccups in terms of like frame drops. So noticeable, not like major, like, oh my God, this is game breaking, but obviously needs to get tweaked. But I'm happy with the visuals. I mean, it creates different, I don't know how to say it. Like it's you have to play the game differently if it's in a full blizzard versus like if it's light snow. So I like that variety. Yeah, you know what? We finally, after 5 years, fellas, got a whitewashed tank. Not only, and this is the first time I'm seeing the Panzer IV because I saw the Sherman tanks get the whitewash and looks nice. So I'm hoping that they're not only going to put it on Elsinborg Ridge, but also on Foy. You know, Foy and what was the other one? Kharkov. Hopefully they get some whitewash tanks. But it looks sick. It looks really good. They did a real nice job texturing the tank. And kudos for the video. Whoever's in that admin camera did a really nice job. Nice steady hand. This looks good. This looks great. They got great shots.
Considerably better than their last trailer video they put out.
Yeah, and we shit on them when they deserve it, and we also give them compliments when they deserve it. And this looks really good, really, really well done. The map, this is like I think their second one, other than Mortain. This is their first attempt or second attempt, excuse me, at creating their own from scratch. Yeah, and you know they use a lot of the maps that the guys from Black Matter created. So, and they've taken it and moved it to the next level. Now, I haven't played the map exclusively. Like I said, I ran around a little bit, and I was just,
Can you pause it right there a second, Hawk?
Yeah, we'll run that bad boy up.
So, so one of the things I had seen being talked about in the other breakdown videos is that the points are really well built up. Good cover, good defenses. They're not in the wide open, so you're not stuck in a point that's just sitting in a bowl with no defenses, just catching fire from all directions. So, good on that. That's better design. Better
design means comp loves it. And when comp loves it, you can hold it there for a minute, Hawk, just so that, we don't miss this. I'm hoping that comp really jumps on this. This looks like a decent comp map. Like I've seen other ones where Remagen, we've worked with that thing. I'm trying to think of some of the other, like Mortain just doesn't make the cut on the map bands, but I'm thinking this one actually might, because I think of the way, like you said, Goom, it might be built for comp.
Right.
So
good points, good defensible points.
Yeah, and we're all as casters here looking for new content. We don't want the meta maps are just so redundant at this point. SME, we love them, Old Faithful, like SMDM, Utah Beach, Carrington. God. But we're just like, please give us something new, and I'm hoping that this new batch of maps that they're building, keeps the competitive community alive.
I just like that they're putting out some new content. As much as we're all loving these reworks and everything, it's just it's the same content. It's slightly different maps that we already had access to. I would rather have a whole new map, even if it's a little clunky, as opposed to a rework of a map that we all already know.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're over at Expression working with new junior level designers, so maybe they're just getting a feel for how the Unreal Engine works. So, what a great way to break them in by just changing some of the light map settings, changing the skyboxes, like tweaking is a great way to get somebody in. And, if you can keep somebody on staff, and maybe some of the guys are new, right? Like, or who knows who's actually, I would like to see who actually made this map.
Right. You do bring up a point with that, though, because if they're bringing in new people and they're trying to get familiar with the projects, then it helps to go through the old code and learn what's going on with it before you just start throwing in every new thing you can think of.
Yeah, like I would like to see that they keep a lot of their level designers, that they just don't just run off somewhere, so they don't have to kind of like go through the process over retraining like new staff. But this looks legit. Like it looks really well done. There's a lot of micro terrain. It just looks polished.
I'm way more excited for this map than I am for I'm excited for the Purple Heart Lane rework because I like that map, but this I'm like, that looks fun. I'm really excited to see what it looks like. I might actually have to jump into a PTE this weekend. I don't know.
Yeah. Speaking of PTE, yes, you said that right. It's all weekend long, so definitely jump in, check out the PTE. It runs till I think Sunday, so I might after the show just jump in and just take some video and just whatever. But man, I'm just so happy that we have tanks that are immersion. It feels good. It feels good.
It looks great.
Yeah, roll that through.
Yeah, let's go ahead and finish up watching this.
Shit, I could do this rather than doing the breakdown of the matches. You guys forfeiting. I want to come over there and smack you guys. What are you guys doing forfeiting? Terrible. How do you guys? Oh, they're showing that right now. Yeah, I'll tell you how they did. Anyway, but look at that. That's great. Like the 3 versions. That looks awesome. Like, man, Foy
The different
could be
snow,
a winner.
yeah.
Foy could be a winner with this.
If they added that snow effect to Foy.
Yeah, it might make it where you can traverse and just run bodies, through those open fields with the new. I don't think the free look is going to help an MG shitting all over you, but at least you know who's hitting you from. You can find out who's taking a deuce on you at least. But yeah,
Right.
and when it comes out, that's anybody's guess. Honestly, I don't know, but the way I'm feeling, it's going to be 25. What do you think, Goom? You think by the end of the year?
I would wager that you're right. Maybe some sort of like Christmas. I wouldn't be surprised
True.
if they release it around Christmas with some sort of DLC.
That would be the smart thing. And I did notice there were some little glitchy things that if you got close to some of the new, I think it was the trench coat, the new DLC trench coat. Like if you're at a certain distance, some weird shit happens where the coat looks like it's flying. Like it's like, I don't know. You got to check out Altberg's one of his streams. It kind of shows you how it bugs out, and they'll fix it. I mean, performance wise, it's got a lot of tweaking to do and some bugs. But again, they'll probably release it in about another month and a half, right? I mean, we'll do about 2 months away from like holiday,
Right? Yeah. It said 2024, and we're getting down there into the last few months. So if they want it out this year.
Yeah, I think they'll do that anyway.
That's kind of why I said Christmas, but
yeah, let's get into these highlights, guys, because I know this is why you tuned in,
do it.
because we want to watch these highlights. So here we go.
that's right. That's what we're here for. All right, so we're going to start off for Division 4. We didn't prepare a video for this one this week. We just kind of ran out of time, but you can see the standings over here. Ronin is just leading it with their 6-0. And to anybody who didn't see it, man, they beat Condor Legion this past week 5-0 in 24 minutes. Just absolutely destroyed them.
Look, we love Condor, but Condor is, they got work to do. They're new to comp, and there's that lower third that's just, unfortunately, when you're playing against some of these teams like Ronin, Odyssey, 10th, we could talk about them. They're an interesting group, but the 4th division is interesting from Lucky Strikes up. Sorry Hellfire, sorry Cobras Famonte and Cobra Legion. This is not going to be your season, perhaps season 4. But yeah, let's talk Ronin, Odyssey. I told you Odyssey was like the dark horse. They're 5-1, and Ronin,
there they are right there.
Yeah, 6-0. So these guys here in Division 4 have another 2, 6, 7.
They have 1 more week and then semifinals.
So yeah,
I believe.
10th Mountain started 3-0 and they were top, and recently they faltered somewhat. Company Maldita has been up and down as well. Lucky Strikes, it's hard to get a feel for those guys. Yeah, I can't tell if they're really a contender or not, but
they're contending. They're there in the middle. They're not down. They didn't fall out or anything. They're breaking even, 3-3.
Yeah, but for me, I have never caught a Ronin match, partly because they don't last long enough for me to get a real feel for how they're doing. But yeah, I don't know who they're playing upcoming, but man, I'm hoping soon to see them in Odyssey square off, to find out really who is the best in Division 4.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I have streamed 2 Ronin matches and I've watched a handful of them. They're good. Those guys are good.
Yeah, and they're from NA, SA. They're from South America, correct?
They are South American. They are from
Proud.
They were Venezuela, Argentina.
Come on, that's 2.
Drawing blanks. There was
Chile.
4 of them.
Chile,
and Chile and Peru, I think they said.
Well, they're going to correct this because they know.
They will correct me. They will
sure.
absolutely correct me, and I'm okay with that.
Nice. So that rounds out, I guess, right? Division 4. There are some matches coming up. Definitely check out the APL Discord for those. No doubt, no doubt. Let's move on to 3, right?
Yeah.
Let's check out Division
So
3.
we'll go ahead and move on to Division 3.
Rockets, more rockets, more rockets, rockets going everywhere. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. And with the first cap, we have Roten Chad here for AA Network on SMDM. With a bombing run going over the back line of AA Network. Gets Excel, I think, and that's going to be about 2. And Scoofer, Maga, IKEA. All those Vanguard players have left the area. So may have gotten to Gary, I don't know. Or, oh, this is, oh, there we go. Get him, boy, get him. Oh, the 76 does a full UE. Oh, and the Panzer IV takes him down. Whoa, that's going to open up a tank gap here. Panzer IV also gets the repair station. There we go. Panzer IV giving him the hanky-panky. All right, so that Panzer IV could potentially have free roam up here. Oh. Is that a, that's a Greyhound? Question mark? That's a Greyhound. Greyhound's going to try to avoid the Panzer IV. Maybe. Oh. They're having second thoughts. Panzer IV pushing up. Panzer IV. Oh, takes down the Greyhound. Panzer IV in gardens. Sparrow, rocket in the back.
Turn right.
Ghana. Oh, and the Panzer IV goes down to Ghana. Victorious trying to get along the hedge. Look at this. Airhead falls. Bombing run comes in from Vanguard. Well timed. And that's going to wipe out Matthew Shea. Bombing run comes in, wipes out another one, wipes out. Humi escapes. Oh, there we go. Spawns in the circle. Double spawn. That's going to secure this cap. And wham, bam, shabamo. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have a cap for Vanguard here on SMDM. And Roten Chad with strong positioning, post cap, reset the.
Oh yeah, I'm live.
Great job. Tiger Tanks in support. They're going to get back this cap, ladies and gentlemen. And look at that. Spawn wave comes in from Vanguard, but hell of a job to Roten Chad's artillery. Who's back there on artillery today? We have Flynn Ryder. Excellent job, buddy. Excellent arty on point. And there we go. Cap for Roten Chad here on A Network. Everyone's adrenaline is pumping sky high right now. Vanguard bodies are going down left and right. I think they're going to hold it. Strafing run comes in. And Vanguard with the cap here on AA Network. Okay, contested. Looks like more bodies are coming back. More Roten Chad's bringing more back with 10 minutes left to go. That's going to be a 4-1 for Vanguardia here on SMDM. Mamma mia, did not expect that. And that will be it. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, what a game.
I want to talk about number 2. Don't care about Division 2, to be quite honest. Freaking guys forfeiting. Who needs you anyway? But anyway, can we just talk about how awesome Division 3 was? That freaking match was insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Vanguardia and Rangers of the North Chad were just freaking killing it, man. That freaking match was like exciting. Smithers, jealous of you. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get a good match like that one day where I get to go back and forth and just be like wham bam shabamo. I want to do that, dude. That's freaking great.
We want the wham bam shabamo.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
share, Smithers.
But yeah, what a freaking match, dude. Vanguardia pulling that out, beating, the I guess the favored, you could say. They were favored in that match. Ronan, Chad were favored, and Vanguardia did what they do, man. They're in the final, so good for them. Anyway, gonna try to move on to Division 2 and be nice.
Yeah, Division 2. It's just there was unfortunate. What last week there was forfeits. They had to Fallschirmjäger is no longer in the tournament. And so that changed up who's going to be in the finals.
See, Gumo's going to play good cop. I'm going to play bad cop. Go on, Gumo.
that was it. That's all I had. That's about where we stand with Division
Well, listen,
2.
I'm going to tell you guys, don't sign up for a tournament if you're not going to be able to roster people to play it, because it really F's everybody up who's trying to organize this whole thing, guys. It's a pain in the neck for Soprano. It's a pain in the neck for all the for the content creators. I mean, I know it's unfortunate, but come on, guys. You guys got to do better. Just do better, because, I look, Chimera is a very solid team. They did lose, but I'm sure if you ask them, do you want to play in the final? Do you deserve to play in the final? Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't feel like you deserve because you did lose, and you're going to get in the back way. So they're going to get an opportunity to play in the final against TL. And it's going to be a great final, but it's going to be like with a little asterisk, I think. What do you think, Gumo? I mean, they win the back, they get in the back way, through the back door. I mean, I don't know about that.
I don't know. I mean, I'm seeing a 4-0 score on them, but some of those were forfeits. I said the same thing about that type of stuff last week. It's just you got these awesome looking scores that are just a little bit tainted, and so I don't know what to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, look, we had Snow Leopard Knights bail out early. I'm just so disappointed in Division 2. I can't hold it. I can't just say it's unfortunate. I just can't. There's just way too many forfeits. And look, you guys are 35v35. You're not even a full 49 and you're forfeiting. Like, what is going on, dude? Like, that shouldn't happen. Shame on you. Yeah, let's go to Division 1.
Oh, well.
I'm done with Division 2. Get out of here.
These things.
So here we are. Division 1 playoffs. Mr. Do doing what he does. And hold the camera steady, Mr. Do, because it was hard getting these highlights, man. Jesus. Park the bus, sir. I love you. I love you, Do, but, it's hard. But, yeah, anyway, Helios Syndicate semifinal on Omaha Beach. Two of NA's best, aside from Esprit, who we all kind of know is the best team in all of Hell Let Loose. So both of these teams were playing for the pleasure of playing against the two-time defending. And Helios jumped out early, and this right here was so important. It was this garrison here by the Fat Egg down at the bottom that got that up, and this relieved all the pressure that Helios was dealing with. And you're seeing shortly right here, they were able to cap and go up 4-1 early in the match. Less than 30 minutes in, that Whammo garrison basically sealed the fate for Syndicate. They went down, in a minute you'll see it pop up, they went down 4-1. And they do a really nice job, Syndicate, of holding on, and they don't get 5-0'd. I mean, a lot of pride. They want to, but honestly, Helios is really looking good. They went down 0-2 to start the season, and they've won their last 3, looking like they're finally getting it all together. However, late, Syndicate was starting to make runs for that 4th point. I mean, I don't know how hard it is to retake coming up off of the cliff edge there. And they get it close. I think at 2 or 3 times they might get it to about 50% capped. But every time Helios responded well, pushed them back to the cliff, and ultimately just hang on. Just real impressive. So it's setting up for which should be a very entertaining final next week because in like 4 minutes time, and there it is, Helios getting the win 4-1 over Syndicate. See, this is what we're here. We're here for you, dude. We're here to help you, man. You know what I'm saying? DPI down to about 700, my guy, and just work that keyboard, man. Work the keyboard. Park the bus and just mouse it very smooth transitions. Mr. Do, love you, dude. But anyway, that's how you have it. And yeah, Syndicate out and Helios taking on the 2-time tomorrow at 8:30. I'll be casting it, and I'm real excited about that. And hope you guys tune in. So, pretty exciting.
Yeah.
not your normal show, guys. Yeah.
No.
Would you believe we had people come in? We want to get everybody on the show, and they're like, "What is the APL?" We had 2 dudes. I won't even mention who they are, but I almost lost my shit. They were like, "What is the APL Insider?" I was just like, "Okay, got you. You play in comp. You play comp, and you don't even know that we put this shit out. We put pings." Oh, I was so frustrated. Anyway, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But we understand. It's Friday night. Maybe they're just, they're busy. They got kids or something. I don't know, man. But anyway, why are you showing us week 5? If you guys want to recap week 5, we could do week 5 if you want. But those of you interested in week 7, here are your matchups. We got Odyssey taking on La Compañía Maldita. That's going to be and I think Odyssey's 5-1. We got that wrong. Whoever's on that needs to get fired. Dock him some time on his pay.
No, they didn't. He said they didn't count the semifinals points. Those are just the original points from the division lineup. They didn't add the playoffs.
Let's get that guy.
We should add those points so that it reflects the actual win-loss. But
yeah. So you know what? I'm thinking Odyssey wins in a very tight 3-2 against Compañía Maldita. Your thoughts, Gumo? Think Odyssey got it?
I'm gonna say 4-1.
4-1? Odyssey? Yeah, I'm feeling Odyssey.
4-1 right within the last 10 minutes.
Okay. And then we got Cobras Famonte, the Brazilian squad, taking on the undefeated Ronin South American team. Honestly, look, Ronin is just too strong. They're going to steamroll pretty much everybody up until the finals. That's my thing. That's what I think is going to happen.
Like I said, I've streamed a couple of their matches. They look strong. They look really strong.
Okay, and for the final, Spree, can they become the 3-time? Are they untouchable? Are they unbeatable? Look, they recently lost to 116th 4-1. I think this is the first time I've seen them lose 4-1. I want to say the map was Herkin Forest. So are they beatable? Maybe. Can Helios really put it together and have like that one epic, match on Stalingrad and take them down?
Time will tell.
What do you think? Gumo? I'm not letting you go until I get a prediction.
Yeah, I know you're not gonna let me off the hook.
No.
I honestly, that I think that Esprit's gonna win. They've just been crushing it all season long. Now, obviously, this is my first season here, so I didn't see what they do in the past. But from the sounds of things, they've been killing it for a while, and everybody hates them for it. So,
yeah, when you get on top, they hate you. I'll tell you what.
I'm gonna cheer for Helios. I'm gonna cheer for Smithers, but I think Esprit's probably gonna come out on top.
If you got money on the game, you're going. If
I got money on the game, I'm gonna go for Esprit.
Yeah, listen.
The numbers don't lie.
For me, look, I got to cast it, and I try to be impartial, but I would say the best chance Helios has if they get that southern train station point, and then we're going to have one hell of a match. I think that's the best chance for Helios to eke out a 3-2 because Esprit's just that strong. I mean, they're just loaded. They're stacked. Anyway, moving on to the Merck Vanguardia, which is the Division 3 championship. Man, this is freaking great. They took down 2 of the top teams. They took down Chad Ronin, or Rangers of the North, Chad, lost. as well as Bad Intentions and the Old Guard. Both of those teams lost.
Yeah.
And now we've got basically 3 and 4 playing one another. You got Vanguard of the Brazilian squad taking on Merc, the NA team. What do you like?
I have my money on Merc on this one.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll take that bet because I think Vanguarda puts it down. Vanguarda should be 5-1. They fell asleep on Utah and lost late. Whammo Garrison did them in dirty late. So they should be 5-1. I think they take it in a 3-2 thriller. Don't forget make sure you tune in. Do we have the streamers for these Goom? Do we know who's actually be casting these matches yet? I think it came out. I think Soprano did.
No. Yeah, they did. He didn't put it in the announcement, but it is.
And why isn't Soprano on this damn cast right now, Soprano? Why aren't you here? Every single DM I send you, you hit me back. Why aren't you on the show? Shame on you.
Yeah. So anyways,
get out of bed.
We have Guderian here is doing the Division 1 championship.
Yes.
I will be streaming Division 2. Angelo Della Muerte will be doing Division 3 along with there was another caster for Division 3. Yeah. Was it Sultan?
In Spanish.
Or was it Barbosa?
If it's Brazilian, it's got to be Barbosa.
It's Barbosa. Okay, so it's going to be DS Barbosa and Angelo Della Muerte are going to be streaming Division 3 finals.
Yes, for the Brazilians that will be tuning in, we know that they support their teams hardcore, 100%. Stack meets. They can't hear you.
Yeah,
we'll interpret for you then.
But yeah, well, we didn't read that off yet. So after that, we have Division 4 is obviously still playing. So you've got Lucky Strikes versus 10th Mountain, and that's going to be casted by Snack Meats.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be interesting.
It's actually Sinister Snack, I think, is the name of her channel.
I like Snack Meats. You like Sinister Snacks? I like them both. But yeah, Lucky Strikes, we're going to see if you're really contending because, 10th Mountain started out 3-0, looking good. They're 1-2 in their last 3. So we're going to find out, is Lucky Strikes on the way up or is 10th Mountain going to go to 5-2 and really, challenge for that top spot in 4?
I honestly expected 10th Mountain to be a little higher in the standings at this point. They started out so strong. I thought they were going to be like Ronin and just clear it out. But
according to Sneaky, they only got a couple shooters, and that's Puck. And if he's in a tank, they got no shooters. That's what I'm saying. That's what I don't know. I'm just reporting the information that I hear, dude. I don't know. I don't play against these guys. I'm just.
It's all a trick.
That's what I heard.
He told you that so you'd say it here, and now they think they don't have any shooters, but really,
that's it. We'll find out. And then what is it? The last one is Chimera taking on the line. Ooh, this is interesting.
That's going to be the last one for Saturday.
For Saturday, yeah. So Chimera, which is clearly, oh man, this is going to hurt GBI's feelings. I don't know if GBI is Division 1 and they had a tough season. They only got 1 win. And Chimera being Division 2, being 5-0. So you're like, well, who is the best in OC? I mean, I think we should have a playoff between Chimera and GBI to see really who is the top of the Oceanic crew because Chimera, I think, even though they got a couple forfeit wins, is going to give the line all they can handle.
I honestly haven't seen a ton of Chimera's gameplay, but I have watched some of the line, and so they look pretty good. I think that the line has some pretty good, strong tank gameplay, so...
You got the OG.
See what they can do with that.
I mean, they got the baby Tank Jesus and Kalito. Hopefully, he's there with his regular crew. Will make things interesting. But yeah, don't let the 3-2 record fool you. The line is, even though they're not what they once used to be, they're still a damn good team. And I don't know. If I had to pick one, my heart goes with the line. But if I'm betting money, I'm thinking Chimera pulls this one out.
I'm going to say the line, but only because Mr. Nitro sent me a heart emoji once.
Damn. On to the last one. Now, listen, guys, this is Division 4. And we love you guys. So this is a matter of, respect, I think. This is Condor Legion saying we're not going out with a donut. We're going out with a freaking win. We're going to be 1 win in 6. All right, because if Hellfire wins, dude, man, Condor Legion is going to be quite pissed, to be honest. They need to be prepared for this one of the last matches. That's what I think. I don't know if they're going to pull it out. I don't know if they've been close. Actually, they were close against, I think it was Cobras Famonte. They played them real tight. So,
yeah, I mean, I've seen a little bit of Hellfire gameplay, and I know that they, from what I saw, had a tendency to overextend a little bit. But
you know who they played really tight, Gumo? They played my boys Odyssey super tight on Carentan, and they almost lost late. Well, they almost lost, but they did lose late. I apologize. They lost late. That was like the Carentan map, and the midpoint was Town Center, and they were going back and forth, back and forth. It flipped like 4 or 5 times. Guess who casted it?
Those good ones.
Guess who casted it?
Let me get, what was it? Smithers?
Yeah, goddamn right. It was Smithers again with another awesome match, and Hellfire lost it late. Hellfire lost it late. So I don't know. I think Hellfire comes in the favorite, and I think Condor Legion has to prove, that they can get a win in Division 4.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
So that wraps up our upcoming matches, and we're going to talk a little bit about the fifth week schedule, perhaps. I don't know.
Right.
But,
so I mean, this is gonna wrap it up for the first 3 divisions. There'll still be a couple more weeks of Division 4 with one more week of regular matches, and then playoffs, and then finals. But, we're definitely getting down there.
Yeah, tomorrow's the day. Saturday is loaded. I mean, like I said, get on the APL Discord, find out. I mean, like I said, my match will be in the evening, 8:30. I'll be going live tomorrow, but there's a bunch of other matches. I think they're all right around the same time. So you're going to be competing, like have 3 windows open, check all 3 divisions out. They're all going to be good matches. We got people on stream. Let's go. Who's in here? Who wants to talk?
Well, guys, I just want to say this is my first time talking on the APL Insider here. So,
guys didn't know that Hawk had a voice. Yes, this is his voice, guys.
This is our guy in the background, the man in the chair.
Yeah, I've just been reading off everything to them in their ears. But one thing that I really wanted to talk about here is just how good Division 3 truly was this season. Like, I mean,
talk about it, man. I'm ready.
Close. I mean, up until the last couple of months, or if you really want to talk about Division 4, I mean, based on how many teams you have, look at that. Like 6-0, 5-1, 4-2, 4-2, 3-3. Was it last week that we had 2 teams that were tied? Was it going into this? Was it 3 or 2? We said something like that.
We had, I think it was Division 3 had 3 teams tied in a row. They were all like 3-2 or something like that.
Like,
wasn't it?
Either way, you know what? It's so weird when you're looking at, like, you're thinking like Division 1 and 2, the 2 best divisions in the league would be the most interesting. And to be quite honest, it was 3 and 4 that got, to me, the most, or should have the most attention. These guys in Division 3, I mean, Merciless and Vanguardia in the final, and both of them, 3-2 and 2-3 at the time are in finals. I mean, it's sick. That's how competitive and close all these matches have been. I mean, when you got literally a number 4 playing in a final, that tells you how balanced a division is.
Yeah. Well, let's take some questions here, because this is what I've been dying to do. So let's go. You guys have any questions in the chat? We'll see what they kind of want to do and say. So
yeah, hook them up, man, guys. I want to hear what you think.
Yeah, definitely. So
give us some questions. What do you got out there?
All right, so, well, I don't know who this is towards, but someone said, can you cast TL versus Chimera, please?
Who cast? Who's casting
No,
TL?
he said no. He had just said that to Sinister Snack. He's saying he wants Sinister.
Okay, so he's asking Sinister Snack for that. Okay, I gotcha.
Well, too bad. I'm doing it. You're stuck with me, and I'm gonna have my banner up the whole time.
All right, so I also see someone here that says, ask Coletto how he died to a solo Greyhound last time he played us. So
see, you guys always want to shit on the guy who is the great. You know, how dare you? How dare you talk about the great Coletto, the guy who created the Tank Bible? You know, a guy's allowed to have one bad day. It's like nobody talks about all the great matches that he played in. You talk about the one time because, you know, you want to put it on your mantle that you finally got the great guy. How dare you? Like, come on, guys. You serious? You're going to talk about Coletto? He's legend. He's legend in this game. Until you guys can play on his level, you can't talk about him. You can't really talk about him.
So this is
Don't look
one
at me. I can't hit the broadside of a barn. So
Exactly, man. He's so good, man. He knows this game arguably better than anybody. You know, look, the fact that we talk about him proves that he's literally the standard to which tank play is.
Yeah. So which defeat was the most decepting this season?
I'll let you jump on that, Gumo, if you want. You've cast a lot of those matches that were.
I know. I'm thinking about it right now. I was. Of course, you got to put me on the spot. So now I'm like trying to think of every match I've ever seen in my entire life and can't remember any of them.
Well, you know what? I'll give you one. I'll give you one of mine. You know, I was surprised in week 2 when Syndicate was able to beat. They beat IR, which is a team they've never beaten before on Omaha on the toughest point too. West Verville, the northern point. They were able to beat them and box them out for an entire 90 minutes. I think that was the most surprising win. You know, Syndicate is a good team, but IR has always been respected as like one of the top teams in all of Hell Let Loose. Top 3. People would probably have them in their top 3, most likely at 3. But, you know, Syndicate to get that win was probably the biggest win for them. And that stood out for me.
So for me, it was, and this wasn't so much like a who should have won. It was more like I didn't know who would win. Was the Ronin 10th Mountain match going into that one? I really didn't know who would come out on top, especially since 10th Mountain took the initial cap, and for the first like 30 minutes they were looking fairly strong. So.
Really?
You know, Ronin started working their way around him, but it's like for the first 30 or so minutes, every time Ronin would try to flank around the north, 10th Mountain stopped him. So they just seemed to, for the most part, have control of the situation, even though they couldn't really push through. But yeah, it started out where I wasn't sure, and then slowly started to go Ronin's way, and then...
What map was that? 'Cause I'm curious, because you know
that
what?
was Utah.
So, wow, wait a minute. Ronin was able to come back down, 2-3? And come back and win 3-2?
Yeah. It was win 7 was the middle
on
point.
win 7, and what? I just have to think about it.
10th Mountain Allies capped it first.
Wow, that's really
held
bad.
It for about 30 minutes, yeah, and then
that's really bad.
Ronin swept up around, and they took hold of that house on the northeast corner.
Yeah, Grandpa's house. How the hell do you give up Grandpa? You never give up Grandpa's house. I mean, you're never going to lose front door because of all the barbed wire. You just put your artillery and you just shell the shit out of those 1 or 2 spots they can spawn in. You have tanks govern that. But how do you give up Grandpa's house? You should never, ever, as allies, lose WN7 once you cap. Shouldn't.
Right. I mean, it happens, but...
Promiscuous. I love this
we have some
guy.
guest speakers.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
we got
joining us. We've got Promiscuous Time Traveler. Promiscuous, welcome.
We can still hear you, Hawk. Hey, what's up, guys?
We're Promiscuous. I would be remiss if I didn't say I don't know what team do you play for. Are you just like somebody?
I was in the match that you just said.
Which match?
I'm in Chad.
Chad. Oh, Rangers of the North. Chad. You had your heart broken. How you feeling?
It was rough, man. We had okay. Just based on who beat us, I'm now cheering for Vanguarda to beat Merc.
Because
because if you lose to somebody, you want them to win it all, you know.
At least we were the second best team.
Yeah.
Fair enough. What did you notice?
Go ahead.
What did you notice about Vanguardia? Because you know what, I think they're the most underrated team. Would you say one of the most underrated teams in Division 3?
Yeah, their patience. They're very freaking patient. So like certain POIs are very hard to take from Vanguardia just because of like they'll wait in the bush for you for like a while. And like you'll think they're gone, and then you just like lose like your OP and you lose everything. But yeah, they're very patient team.
Take us
So
back to that match. Like you guys were up, right? Because I just saw the highlight. You guys actually came back, and
yeah,
you're feeling really like we did it. We did it. We're in. We're in. We're gonna win. And then what happened? Like the wheels fell off the bus. Just what happened? You had it.
there was. It's tough. Well, first off, I want to say that the casters have come a long way, and I'm really enjoying watching like the casters evolve and understand like the tank battles, because the tank battles were kind of the most important part of that loss.
We're getting better.
Yeah. There was I mean there's some cheeky stuff where we sent I believe it was our medium behind them, and then we got 2 tank kills on one of their on their recon Vic and their heavy. We just got behind them. That was pretty good.
That was in the clip. That was in
Yeah.
the clip. Took out the 76, took out the repair station,
Yep.
took out the AT gun, and then took out the Puma or the Greyhound.
I think their positioning was a little bit better on the tanks, and they had some cheeky shots on us, and it just kind of it devolved because you have to hold 3 fronts in that match. And
We should Hawk. If you could hear us, can you run that highlight one more time? Put it up. Yeah, Division 3, so we can kind of get a feel for what Promiscuous is talking about. So I almost want to say, when you guys capped late, did you not have map control? Is that how they stole it back from you? Did you really not get your garrisons up? So the airhead, nobody caught the airhead. Now I know it's 35s, and I think that's the cool part about 35s. It's not so sweaty like a 49 where everybody's locked into a sector of only 400. So there is that, chance that an airhead will be successful, and it happens a lot in 35. So did the defense kind of miss that, or were they just pulled away? Was it like, I'm trying to understand, was it Vanguardia's great play, or is it you guys just failing to recognize airhead? So you guys didn't have like satellite OPs or garrisons in that area? And Vanguardia's got some hella good shooters too. I mean, like, even if you get there, you're running into a buzzsaw. A lot of those guys, I know Ghana is a freaking shooter, and Napalm, and there's just so many guys, man. Kingdom Dude, like I know these Vanguardia players are shooters, and they got behind you, and you couldn't respond in time. And what happened? Basically, the time ran out, because I mean, you guys, I think if you played another hour, it would have flipped like 4 more times.
A good one.
Yeah, Gumo cast that one. Is that Ramagan? Yeah. Damn
The
it.
Ramagan one? No, the Ramagan. I didn't cast it. I just did the breakdown video of it.
Okay. Smithers again with the good one. Yeah, but sick, man. Division 3 was my favorite to watch. I mean, yeah, and shout out to the Orga for putting that together and getting the right teams matched up, because it made for a really exciting division. And the final is going to be fire. I know it. It's just like, who do you got in the final? You got Merciless. I don't know how much you know about them, but you definitely know Vanguardia.
Cheer for Vanguardia just based on gameplay facing both of the teams. I think Vanguardia is the sleeper and has a chance to win.
So your money's on Vanguardia.
Yep.
100%. Yeah, you know what? I'm with you too. They should have been a one defeat. I told you they lost against Bad Intentions, Tog on Utah late. So, yeah, these guys are, if they play if they play smart, like I don't know how these guys lose sometimes. I don't know if they just communication is the issue, but if these guys are on their game,
Yep.
say again.
It could just be map draw. Like they got a bad side, bad points to defend.
Hawk, chat saying they can't hear promiscuous. Okay.
You know, we got to wrap it up too. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, man. Traveler, I know you're tuning in. I'm going to tune in to watch this. A lot of these matches are going to be played on Saturday, so you're going to have multiple windows open. I think they all go off right around the same time. I know my match is going off at about 8:30. I think Vanguardia, if somebody can get a check on that, I think Vanguardia and Merciless play also.
I think
right
you
around
guys are playing at the same. Yeah, you guys are playing at the
8
same
o'clock.
time, and then
Who did the scheduling on that? Damn it, Soprano! I'm not going to be able to watch these guys live. No, I'm kidding, dude. I understand it's a pain in the ass. Getting all these people together is hard, especially when you're dealing with time zones and shit like that. So
right.
Anyway, yeah, I had a great time chopping it up. Time Traveler, thank you for stopping in with us and just giving us your perspective on how the match went.
Absolutely, yeah. Get the other guy that was hanging out too. Thanks for having me on.
No problem, man. Appreciate you. So, because in the time of what we're dealing with here, we got to get this thing running out of here. Hawk, why do we got to run out? But anyway, are we over time?
Because
wow. I'll tell you what. Ordinarily, ordinarily, I just want to get the hell out of here too because I got shit I want to do. But I mean, if the guys want to keep it going, you guys let me know because I can end this and just check out the Elsenborn Ridge. You let me know, Hawk, if you want to keep it running for another 5 and get some people, or we can end it. It's up to you, man. I'm flexible.
I think this is a good spot to call it for the night.
Fair enough. Well, you know what? Hey,
a longer than usual show.
Quick.
All right.
So I just want to say, hey, as of this point, it's been fun being in the background here for you guys and seeing you guys do this. This is awesome. I want to say, everyone that's in the chat right now, thank you for coming out tonight and just being part of the chat, being part of the stream. I think that's awesome. And if you guys want to be on the show, join the Discord, comment to us. We actually have a chat in the Discord here. So if you go to our forum all the way, and it's discord.gg/the-APL. Am I right on that, guys?
Yeah, the-APL.
Yeah, the APL. And then you go to the APL Insider Q&A. Just post your questions for us in there, or if you want to be a part of the stream, post it in there, and we'll comment back, and we'll get something figured out.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it as fun, guys. I know we don't want to sound robotic because I am not robotic at all, and maybe it just wasn't working. We just weren't being natural. But oh shit,
yeah, I don't know. I've been having a good time watching this dude make fun of my tie and call me an old man. So
no, dude, I'm older.
He's just he's just jealous that I'm wearing a nice tie. He probably doesn't own any.
I still got the nice hairline. I haven't lost it yet. I'm happy. Great genetics. Anyway, listen.
I feel you, man.
We're gonna wrap it up. Shout out to our sponsor, Kwanzaa, because you know what? They're doing big things, and we're gonna get these guys to basically be the official Hell Let Loose sponsor for all the leagues. Hopefully, seasonal and HCA jump on this. I'm really happy with their performance, and I know that they're well received by the community. So shout out to them. And Gumo, I'll turn it over to you before I sign out. You got anything to say before we head out?
Oh no, just make sure that you're tuning in to these matches coming out, and support your streamers. And I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about all
everyone.
Of them. You guys,
we work our asses off.
You all want streamers for your matches, but then bitch and moan about how they suck.
Anyway, you guys take care. Gadarian. The Gumo train. See you on the next one.
Later.
Hulk, you always late on that outro. I gotta say, man, you gotta hit that button.